Hey guys, Elliot Bive here from Fight2Unite here at Toronto BJJ Jiu-Jitsu for Life team with Professor Jorge Britto. He's going to show us some techniques. Take it away.
Well, I'm going to try to show you guys some defensive system from the turtle position, something very basic for you. It's a very common situation, people turn the back. I like to say that when we turn the back, we are very late, and but sometimes it's the only option we have to avoid sometimes a guard passing or something happen, like a sweep happen and you turtle, to avoid maybe some points. I don't know, whatever happens, it's still not the end of the world. But in fact, one of the most common things that we see is like people really hold themselves here, which I really don't consider the best option, because you're giving time to your opponents to move around. So then you have to try to act quick. And remember that you're always going to be like a 80 for the opponent, 20 for you, which is going to make you evaluate every time you turtle. So avoid the turtle. But if happen, there's a few little things that might help you to be successful in the regarding. So first thing, when I'm here in that turtle and my opponent is kind of like on my side, the first thing I wanted to do is to recognize what side he has an arm under. This is the underarm. Okay, so I'm not gonna be too concerned about it. Of course, I'm worried about his hands going here, grabbing my collar sometimes, but I need to be worried about first this hand here, because this hand here is a big deal. If I really don't take care of that and worry about a roll, he's already attacking my neck. He can control my arms. He can do so much from here, and all his angles are there. But I definitely wanted to avoid him to get the seat belt, and that will work for gi or no gi, because the seat belt will allow him to roll, to get the guard, the back take from many different angles. So right away, I'm gonna try to put myself on the side and block this arm away. When I block this arm away, I try to lock out my shoulder. That gives me some sort of strength. All right, so pure leverage here. So now I cannot try to re-guard from here, because it's too much space from him. So what I do is I create a little angle, sliding my right leg close to my knee, to my elbow. So then I can open my left leg. So I want to turn a little bit like that and just remove Professor Elliot for a second. Just take you out, just to see what we're creating here. I was here, I blocked, 1, 2, 3. So now back, and you guys can see, 1, block, 2, 3. When I open here, it's kind of like I create a wall with my left leg, so I can sit. Sometimes we're able to accomplish the full guard, but sometimes because his movement, I will get a half. Okay, that's an option number 1. So I'm gonna do now a little bit more active. Boom, there, 1, 2, 3. So right away, blocking this arm, I can try to get my guard back. This is when he's on the side. A lot of times what happens, our opponents go right behind us and then become a little complicated, because now he's heavy on my hip. So now I'm gonna really concern about the arm under. So my goal is to control something here. So then I'm gonna start to lift him. So when he moves to whatever side to do anything, so if he gives me this one, I control this one. If his arm goes over, go over. That arm over, I will come back to the same one. If his arm keeps under, I'll go 1, 2. So 1, 2. So now it's up, and this leg here will easily link to my opponent, so I can turn back and forth. So here's how we land. So I'm gonna turn. When I land here, a lot of the time people are gonna try to turn this way, which in the middle of a scramble, if I try to go this way here, he's gonna beat me. He has more leverage there turning. So what we do, we first, legs up, put weight on top, and pass leg under. Now, even if I hold that or not, I'm stronger and heavy on his body. He's flat. He's probably gonna push me. He's probably gonna do anything. My head goes on the floor, my arm goes around. I have a very good side control. So now I'm gonna do what he cannot do on that situation. So he's going my back. I got 1, 2. So I found a way. I roll him over. Boom. So we found the floor. Weight on top of him. So now when I change, and I'm going to change to him, this leg go under, and this hand go beside him. If I go here, he right away gonna push me bridge, and he's gonna regard. But when I go right here, and I pass this leg under, and that hand on the floor, when he do this, I'm blocking him. And you look, I have all the mobility to move around. I don't need to squeeze hand, I don't need nothing, just to keep my weight and find what's best for me. Maybe come back, reach the mount, or something else you want to do. So basically, you hold 1, 2. This side naturally gonna give you the fall. You lift that leg to help you. It's not a big roll, it's just enough to feel the body of the person turns down. They're touching on you, they will fall. And then you turn here. So now you drop your weight on top of the person and that leg will come. So now hand on the floor and you move around. Okay, just one more time. Guys, I know it's a little bit complicated. That's why we have to drill. All right, so one more time. Try to make it very simple. Hand 1, 2, okay? So now look, the fall is there. The leg is up. Look, he's naturally gonna fall there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom. Well, Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art of defense. We can't forget that. The big dichotomy is fine, like I want to be offensive, when to be defensive. Different than be aggressive. So try to pick that up. Thank you.
Awesome.